Hi guys, welcome to another episode on the pod. And today's topic that what we're going to talk about is I think it's quite relatable. Also, I just need to say this. I'm sorry, apologies for the lightning here. It's not like the greatest, but I'm not currently home. I don't have my notes ready. Like I've literally written things down that I want to talk about just so that I don't go off saying the most, because one thing about me, I love to yap. Anyways, let's get right into it. Today we're talking about friendship breakup. Yeah, you heard me. Friendship breakups. The truth is, friendship breakups are just as painful as relationship breakups. They might even be more. I mean, they might even be a lot more painful. But one thing we don't talk about enough is the fact that we need to be discerning with friendships. A lot of people say, oh, you need to be discerning with your relationship, you need to be discerning with who you marry. And I agree, who you marry can make or break you, because you guys get intimate, you guys actually get to see each other for who they are, and all of that stuff. But you also need to be discerning with your friendships. Like, it's really, really important, because your friends can, in a way, make or break you, like, because they also have access to your life and all of that. Like, do you get? And the Bible says that the heart of men are desperately wicked. Like, bro, the heart of men desperately wicked. We thank God for Jesus. We thank God for Jesus coming into our lives. Anyways, so there's something my pastor usually says. There's not even something he says. There's a prayer he usually prays, that we will not call our friends our enemies, and we will not call our enemies our friends. You guys, it's possible for you to have a friend that actually is a hater. Okay, so we need to be a lot more discerning, and I think for us, in order for us to be discerning, it's just a lot of like prayer, just praying and committing your friendships into God's hand and telling God to actually direct you and lead you with this friendship. And there's certain friendships that I feel like I've had because I prayed to God and I got the friendship, even though the friendship in particular that I'm referring to now, we're no longer friends, but it reminds me, why I'm saying that, because the same friendship that might be ordained by God, and I'm putting it in, okay, so I'm putting the quotation mark. I think I'm just putting the quotation mark because of, like, I don't have that friendship again, but there's certain friendship that God would actually give you and it doesn't work out. For example, Paul and Barnabas, like, they were friends for, like, I would say they were friends for, like, ministry, from what I could get from the Bible. Like, if you read Acts 15, 36 to 41, they were friends because of ministry and all of that stuff. But Barnabas wanted to take Mark. Paul was like, no, we don't need Mark. Like, Mark doesn't even show up here every now and then. Why are we going to do ministry with Mark? But Barnabas felt strongly about going with Mark. So I think that's where Paul and Silas became a thing, because Paul now decided to go with Silas and Barnabas decided to go with Mark. So they separated. So this is the friendship that God ordained. They ended up separating. But if you keep reading that story, like Acts, First Chronicles and all of that, it's sort of hints that, I don't think the Bible specifically says that they came back together, but it seems like they became cordial with each other. Like, there was restoration, I would like to say, from just reading the Bible. So if God ordained the same friendship and you guys are no longer friends, it happens. Like, it was even in the Bible, it happens. So you shouldn't beat yourself up or whatever. It happens. And if it's actually meant to be, you guys come back together. I think there's a reason why the friendship is not meant to be, and that's all right. We also need to understand that certain friendships for certain seasons of our lives, like, not all friendship would last every season of your life, and that is okay as well. Anyways, so let's quickly talk about, like, things I really want in a friendship. I don't think I want to talk about that because of, I feel like this episode we're going to talk about things to look out in friendships, red flags, and then I'll do another episode where I talk about green flags. Okay, but one of the summary, or right now, as an adult, as a Christian adult, one of the things I look forward to in my friendship is actually a Christian friendship. Like, I want a Christian friendship so bad. But then again, you need to remember that. That's why we need to be discerning. You need to remember that people identify as Christians. doesn't necessarily make them Christians. And some people are actually like Christians, but they don't practice what they preach. So like, how do you know who is brass and who is gold? Like, discerning, do you get it? Like, we actually need to be discerning. And I don't really want to dive into level, because there are actually levels to this Christianity, and I don't really want to dive into that, because if I dive into that, we're going to sleep here forever. And I'm not a Christian police. I'm not here to police your relationship with God. Like, just have a relationship with God. That's what that matters. Like, for you, have a relationship with God. But let me quickly put this in here. You cannot tell me that you're a Christian and you are struggling to forgive. Come on now. Like, the whole basics of Christianity is forgiveness. The whole basics of Christianity means being Christ-like. Like, literally, Christ came down, died for us, took our place of all our sins, forgave us of all our sins. And yeah, you want to tell me that that's just who I am. I struggle to let go of things. Like, I think recovery needs to be quicker, my dear. I think recovery needs to be quicker. But we'll get into that in a bit. You know how you're in a talking stage with a guy, and in that talking stage, you're telling him, oh, these are things I like, these are things I don't like, these are my boundaries, yada, yada, yada. I think those are necessary with, like, friendships as well, because you also need to state, oh, these are my expectations. I mean, when you're talking to somebody, you get to know them, be like, oh, this is what I expect of you. They'll tell you what they expect of you. I think we need those in friendship. I feel like we just become friends because, oh, we go to the same school, or we go to the same church. And to be honest, that's how our friendship from when we're younger actually started off. Like, we were in the same community, we had something bringing us together. But I feel like now that we're adults, we actually need to be a lot more intentional. It's not just about, okay, being in the same space, hence I call you friend. It's not about that. Like, you also need to have this conversation. Okay, in this friendship, what do you actually expect from me? What do you expect of me? Do you get that? Tell me about you. What do you like? What don't you like? So that I know not to do that. Because you cannot not tell me what you don't like, and then I do what you don't like. Because it's not everyone will get upset because of that thing. So that upsets you. That actually upsets you. But like, you're taking it so personal, carrying your head. But you never told me. I never knew. I'm just finding out that you don't like this thing. Do you get what I mean? So like, I think those conversations needs to actually happen. I feel like maybe we should have talking stage for friendship as well, so that we can actually get to know each other, and we can also be able to count our costs as well. Because there's certain friendship that will require a lot from you. So you need to be able to count your costs. For example, if you're in a talking stage with a guy and you're here setting boundaries, and you're telling him that, oh, there's no sex before marriage, and then he's telling you that, oh, we have to have sex, I need to taste whatever before marriage, that's when you know that, oh, this is not going to be for me. And you be like, bro, goodbye. Okay, you get it. You set your boundaries, you've talked about your boundaries, you realize that, oh, this is not going to work, and you've counted your costs, realize that this is not for me. Same thing with friendship. You should be able to say, okay, this is what I expect, this is what you expect. Oh, this doesn't work for me, I can't do this, bye. Get it? And I think just before this should happen before, like, the whole friendship. And I think when all of these things happens, it makes the blow of the friendship breakup. It eases the blow of the friendship breakup. For example, I'm talking back to the example I give about no sex before marriage. If I'm talking to a guy right now and he tells me that there has to be sex before marriage, like, I'm going to walk away and I'm not going to be hurt, because, like, my dear, it doesn't work for me. Do you get it? So same way, if in a friendship you've communicated what your expectations are, and they've communicated what their expectations are, and then they are falling short, you can easily walk away and there'll be no issue, because, like, you know what I want, you know what my expectations are, and this is you falling short. Okay, so yeah, I really, really think that we need talking stages in friendship. But yeah, let me know what you think about that in the comment section. Another thing I want to talk about is, let's quickly talk about red flags in friendship. So these are the red flags you look out for in friendship. So if the person is a mean person, and some people, that's actually their personality, they're just mean. And do you know what I've noticed about that? Them being mean is the cover. So maybe they've had traumatic experiences prior, like when they were younger, all of that stuff. Now they've decided that hard girl is what I want to do. And then in the process of them being hard girl, they're actually being mean girls, if you get what I mean. And then when they do stuff, you tell them, oh my God, that's so mean. And they're like, oh no, that's who I am, or that's my personality. I think you should run away. I actually just think you should run away. Because first of all, why you a mean girl? Like in this world, when you can be anything, I think you should be kind. Kindness is key. No matter, you can keep all your hard girl. But if there is no form iota of kindness, nah, I'm good, thank you. But they're saying people that you tell them that, oh, you did this, and they'll just be like, oh, that's who I am, my dear. You need a teachable spirit because everybody can change. Okay, I get that that's who you are, but you can actually change. Like, if this friendship is actually valuable enough for you, you can actually work on that habit. Someone is telling you that what you're doing, they don't like it, and you keep on doing it because that's who you are. Like, what do you mean? And if you're the other person that they keep on doing, they do not tie you to placenta together. You can actually walk away. Okay, you can actually walk away. We need to learn how to walk away from toxic relationships, and it doesn't have to be a romantic relationship. Like your work relationship, if your work environment is toxic, we need to learn how to walk away from it. If your friendship group is toxic, we need to learn how to walk away from it. Don't let people bamboozle you. You guys, on this case about toxic relationships and staying, and I'm really passionate about it. Like you need to learn how to walk away. Like walk away from toxic things. Like take your two legs and walk away. Yeah. Anyways, let's go. Communication. Like, if communication is a problem in that friendship, red flag. So I know that there's certain friendships that you don't have to communicate every day. You don't have to. In fact, you communicate like once a month because generally everyone is adulting. Life is lifing. Do you get it? But we also have those neat, close friendship where we actually need to communicate as frequent as possible. So I'm going to give an example. For example, I don't really like long calls. Like, if you call me for more than 5 minutes, you've already lost me. You've actually already lost me. So imagine me being friends with someone that would rather be on the call, talk. While me, I'm a texter. Like, we're going to have issues with communicating, and I think that we need to figure out how best to communicate. And this is where the next one comes into, like, if the person is a no middle ground person, that's a red flag. That is a red flag because, like, what do you mean no middle ground? What do you mean my way or the highway? Like, it's not your way or the highway. We're two different people, two different personalities, two different backgrounds. So we're not going to have the same attributes. So we need to actually find the middle ground on how to move forward on things, okay? And yeah, and then if the person is always complaining, like you do the nicest thing for this person and they just cannot see the good in it, they have to look for what went wrong in that whole nice thing that you've planned. That's a red flag. Not being appreciative, that is a red flag. That is a big red flag. And you know what? No, thank you. Because they'll do it the first time, you think, I promise you they'll do it the second time. So how many things are you going to keep doing and they'll keep complaining? It's just tiring. So the earlier you actually walk away from that, the better for you. I think I've already talked about not being forgiving. Like, if the person's unforgiving, I'm sorry. No, thank you. Because you will not be where you are if Jesus did not forgive you, if you're not forgiven by God. You have the grace that you have because of you were forgiven. And being a Christian is being Christ-like. So that means you have to do what Christ does for you to be able to call yourself a Christian. So if Jesus can forgive us, you should be able to forgive other people. And I promise you, forgiveness is hard. It's a law. It's a law. It's basically giving the justice you feel you deserve and just letting it go. And why not? It's even God that made us just beings. And God has said that vengeance belongs to him anyways. So why don't you just leave it to God to sort out? Do you know one thing I've learned is that the reason why it's so easy for me to leave things to God, for him to be the judge of it, is because God is the only one that knows the intention of the person, of the two people. For example, let's say there was beef between me and somebody now, for lack of a better word, I'm just going to use beef. There's beef between me and somebody, and there's also like there's miscommunication, misunderstanding, and we can't really figure it out. We just say, okay, we're going to go our separate ways. Yeah, God is the only person that sees my heart, sees my intention, and knows what exactly went wrong. And God is also the same person that sees the other person's heart, knows their intention, and understands the whole situation fully. Us, we cannot really understand because I'm looking at it from my lens, from my own POV. The person looking from their lens, from their own POV. But if you leave it to God, God is going to be a better judge between me or between the other person because God sees our heart and sees our intention and our motives and all of that. Do you get it? So I feel like that having that understanding has actually helped me let go of so many things and let go of so many hurt. You know what? I don't know the full story. I can't see the full picture, but I know one person that can see the full picture, and that is God. So I'll let Him deal with it. And I think that if you have that mindset, it's going to be easier for you to actually forgive people. But I just find it hard to like be with somebody that is not forgiving. So we want to continue our relationship, but you still have me in your mind. Like, what do you mean? I'm so sorry, but that cannot work for me at all. Okay, so now let's quickly talk about the aftermath of when friendship has dabaru and all of that. First thing I'll tell you is don't walk around bitter. Oh my god. You know when a friendship breaks up and then everyone is just walking around bitter, angry, upset, this and that. It don't look good on you, sweetheart. And also, like, bitterness changes people, you guys. I've been in this friendship. I mean, the friendship is we're no longer friends. And because of the act of bitterness, I thank God every day that that friendship broke away. Because of the level of bitterness that the other person exhibited, every single day I thank God that I'm no longer friends with this person. Because what do you mean, like, you're my friend, like, you're my close friend, and you are so bitter, you're so grumpy, like, now you cannot smile, now you cannot laugh, now you cannot say hi, like, you're just so engulfed with bitterness. Now you want to, like, I don't know, you want to, I won't say revenge, now you want to show that, like, it's very laughable, my dear. Like, bitterness is very, very, very laughable. Like, you've gone from this person that was sweet, quote unquote sweet, and to being so, like, it's even in the word, to being like bitter and very distasteful. Like, it's not cute. Like, it's actually not cute. You do not want to be the one walking around being bitter, and you are being bitter because you haven't given it to God. Because you feel like, oh my God, there was no justice. Oh my God, there was this. Oh my God, this was unfair. Oh my God, they've done me dirty. Oh my God. But like, if you actually leave all of those feelings to God and let Him deal with it, you see that you walk around the room lighter and there is no form of bitterness. I promise you, you don't want to be the bitter person, because bitterness changes people. Like, what are you bitter for? Anyways, the next thing I would say is, like, I mean, I think you can pick it up from the first thing I said. Take it to God. The Bible says that God is closest to the brokenhearted. Like, if the relationship has broken off, of course you're going to be hurt. Take that hurt to God. God, use the opportunity. I always tell people that just come out from a relationship and they're brokenhearted, or a friendship and they're brokenhearted, or even someone that's lost somebody, that's mourning, you're brokenhearted. God is actually closest to you at that point. So milk that time. Like, God, you know I'm hurt. I know that you're right here. Just milk it and speak to God. Tell God about your feelings. Like, be vulnerable. People struggle to be vulnerable to God, but like, and I think the reason why people struggle to be vulnerable to God is because of they know that God sees everything. But yeah, I know He sees everything, but still God appreciates the vulnerability. Like, still tell Him how you feel. Like, God, I just feel so misunderstood. This person didn't understand my POV. That's fine. You realize that once you've actually downloaded all of those feelings to God, you will actually feel lighter. And God will actually minister to you. Like, God will actually, oh my God, God talks back to us, guys. Like, He actually does talk back to us. Anyways, and then another thing I would say is actually speak to somebody. You can speak to your pastor in church. You can speak to a trusted friend. You can go to therapy. Emphasis on therapy, because therapy helps. Therapy works. So speak to somebody. You cannot just be keeping all those grudges or all that grudge to yourself. You're going to explode. And while you're absorbing all of the hate and all of that, you're just being bitter, and it's not a nice look. So I would say those are the things you should do after a friendship breakup. But I just need you to know that some friendships are there for a season. And one thing I've learned in my life is, if God gives you something, there's a reason why He gave you that thing. And if God takes away something, there's a reason why He's taking that thing away from you. So if He's taking away friendship, there's a reason why. You just don't know the bigger picture. But I promise you, it's going to make sense at the end of the day. Like, give it a few years' time, and when you look back, like, I see what you did here, God. Do you get it? We are so myopic. We can't see as far as God. So let God take the wheel and I promise you, you'll be okay. We're talking about best friends now. Growing up as a child, I wanted to have a best friend because I just felt like that was what was being sold to us, like best friends. Like when you watch Hannah Montana, I used to love Hannah Montana. Hannah Montana and Lily were best friends and all of that stuff. Everybody was having a best friend. Secondary school, everybody had a best friend. And then when it came to me, I didn't even have a best friend. So I wanted to have a best friend so bad. Now thinking about it in hindsight, as an adult, like I don't care to have a best friend. I don't want to have a best friend. Like nobody needs to be exclusive to me. Do you get it? I'm okay with just having my community, with having my close friends and all of that. I think the only person that owes me exclusivity is my husband. So my husband is my best friend. Everyone else is just my friend. And yeah, everyone else is just my friend. And also, I think that as an adult, we should be able to categorize people. Oh, this person is my friend. Oh, this person is just an acquaintance. It just makes life easier. And I know that it's hard classifying people. Even me, sometimes I struggle with it. Sometimes I see myself calling an acquaintance a friend, but you're not my friend. You get it? So that's something I'm currently working on, to actually say, okay, this person's an acquaintance because I don't know you, don't know me, but we just see each other and we say, hey, hi, do you get it? So yeah, and I think all of those will just help make friendship hurt easier to handle. But yeah, God is with you, and at the end of the day, you're going to be all right. Just take everything to God. Take your pain, your hurt to God, and I promise you, you'll be lighter. But you guys, if there's one thing I want you to live with, don't be that bitter person. I promise you, it doesn't look good on you. Like, I promise you, it doesn't look good on you. Anyways, bye. Take care. See you in our next episode. Bye.